Hey Krav Families, Coach Johnson here. I'm going to give you a little tutorial about how you choose your kids' classes if you don't already know how to do this. So as you probably know, our standard membership is 2 classes per week. You pick 2 different skills out of the 4 that we offer, and for a whole 6-week exam cycle, you have your child do those 2 classes. Maybe it's Monday and Wednesday, maybe it's Tuesday and Thursday, maybe it's Wednesday and Thursday. It's up to you. So where do you find the information? The new member app has the schedule. It will tell you what classes are being taught on what days. The Facebook group has the class descriptions, as does the onboarding course. That's all still free if you haven't done that already. It will explain what is taught in the classes, what, if any, gear is needed. Now, it's very important that when you choose 2 classes, you plan to stick with those 2 classes for the 6-week cycle. If you don't, if you try to move your child around, there's a good chance they won't pick up enough material to be able to graduate that level when we do our testing in week 6. So, for example, if your kid is doing self-defense skills and grappling skills, you want to have them do it for the whole 6-week cycle so they can medal up and pass that level and get the big medal that shows that. If you try to bounce around, then you're going to have problems because your kid's going to be confused about what's going on. They're going to learn a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And when we do the medal test, they may not be able to pass, and that would be real disappointing to them. Now, what most of our families do is they pick 2 time slots that work really well for them, and they stick with them. If you do that, then every 6-week cycle, you're going to shift the skills. So you might see super strike and sparring in one cycle. The next one will be grappling skills and self-defense skills, or something similar. So that's what most of our folks do. But if you have a child who's like, man, my kid loves the grappling, you can change when we do our exam after that next week, you can change and go to the other class as long as there's room. But you got to let me know. We're going to assume that your child will be in the same classes, days and times that they're in now. So if your child is doing, for example, Tuesday and Thursday at 6 o'clock, the Voyager class, we're going to assume your child will stay there. If you want them to change, let us know. But remember, you need to be consistent about that. Otherwise, there's a good chance they will not be able to pass the test when we do our 6-week exam. So keep that in mind. And remember, one thing we are doing for folks with limited availability is we're going to launch a once-a-week class schedule. So if your child can only come in once a week, or maybe you have a custody issue, or is your child doing other activities, just simply don't allow them to come twice a week at consistent days, that's going to be an option. It'll be a little less, but it won't be half price. And we're also launching our leadership team program and our specialist classes. The way leadership team works, if you didn't already see the videos, is you fill out the application why you think your child would benefit from extra communication skills, leadership skills, and of course, why they would enjoy training with martial arts weapons. The only class that we do martial arts weapons is in the leadership skills class. It meets for about 30-35 minutes. There's a class on Monday and a class on Friday. Now those classes are the same. So if your child misses a class on Monday, the Friday class is the same curriculum. So every week will be the same thing. They can come twice. The leadership team, they can come to both leadership classes and the 2 classes they've already signed up for. Now the specialist training, that is for our advanced students, the ones who have graduated through the basic curriculum of Adventurer. Maybe they went through Voyager to Adventurer, now they're at specialist level. That's awesome. That itself is an accomplishment. So we're going to have a specialist class that will meet on Wednesdays. Wednesdays at 5:45 currently. And that class is going to have a 12-week rotation. So basically, each specialist rotation will be twice as long as the regular 6-week course. And so the specialist test will be a little bit less frequent. And they'll probably line up with the Krav Zi'ar test more often. And that class will do a little bit of different things every week. It won't be just grappling or just sparring. It'll be a few different skills every time we do that cycle. So I'm excited about that class. Now, if your child is not specialist level, if he hasn't either graduated the specialist or they haven't completed all the modules at Adventurer, they can come to that class. It's $5 a class, but it's for adventurers only. What I found is having the younger kids, they just don't, that level of training is very serious because we work really fast and cover really advanced curriculum. The younger kids just have a hard time with that. They just don't take it seriously. It moves a little too fast for them. So the specialist class is free for people who have graduated the basic curriculum, and it's $5 if you have an adventurer level student, someone who's training in the 10 to 14-year-old class. That will be $5 for them. So if you have questions on that, give us a holler. But I'm pretty excited. So again, if you're new to our academy, thanks for joining us. But remember, you pick 2 classes a week, 2 skills, and you stick with those 2 skills through the whole exam cycle. At the end of the exam cycle, you're welcome to switch times and days, or you're welcome to switch the skills your child is pursuing. You just got to let me know in writing. Send me a text, send me an email, put a comment in the Facebook, although text or email is better. But you got to stick with it for 6 weeks. So you pick the two skills your child the most, or pick the time slots that are most convenient. I'll tell you this, some of our classes are very close to capacity, especially our Tuesdays and Thursdays. Those classes are just about full. So if you are new or you haven't started your trial yet and those are the times you wanted, you need to really get on board and do that, because there may not be room for you when you finally come on board. So I will talk to you soon. If you have questions, shoot me an email. We'll put the email link down below. Of course, you can always text the Academy as well. All right, Coach Johnson, a little info on our scheduling. Thanks again for being part of our Academy.